Yo, I don't have any sound in game, so we're gonna have to wait just a second for that to be fixed. What is it? Let me set a move board command.
Du hast die Bildschirmaufnahme gerade an oder hast du...
Spielaufnahme.
Spielaufnahme. Kannst du einmal kurz gucken, welche AnyDesk-ID das hier ist?
Was meinst du?
Welche AnyDesk-ID das hier ist, dass Kyle sich das einmal ganz angucken kann. Also, ich mach mal kurz hier die Spielaufnahme aus, ne? AnyDesk. 022.
Das ist ein Mikro.
Also es ist nur Mikro. Ingame-Sound zeigt er nicht.
Das läuft ja im Rodecaster ja alles über eins.
Ja, ich weiß.
Das ist ja ein Mischpult. Du hast ja im OBS nur dieses Mikro. Achso, da ist nur das Mikro. Okay. Ist das, blöde Frage, ist das hochgezogen auf dem Ding?
Ja. Ja, hochgezogen ist auch nichts.
Das ist ja der zweite Fader. Da kommt aber nichts durch.
Nee, da wird nichts angezeigt, ne. Auf den Kopfhörern hast du aber Sound, ne?
Ja.
Okay, auf den Kopfhörern hat er Sound. Starcraft mal starten, ob das bringt.
Der hat auch nicht irgendwie auf Listen oder sowas, ne? Als Afterfader ist egal.
Hier haben wir nichts drauf auf den.
Aber der kommt ja aber, also der Sound kommt aber in den.
In den Rodecaster rein? Nein. Also nein, wir haben hier gar keinen Ausschlag. Das ist das Ding. Und warte mal, ich habe hier. Okay. Wenn ich jetzt hier in Starcraft reingehe.
Ja.
Wo sind die Settings? Options, Sound, Rodecaster Main Stereo habe ich hier, genau.
Ja.
Das ist ja richtig.
Das ist korrekt, ja.
Vielleicht weil das Volumen zu weit unten ist? Mastervolumen 10?
Nee. Das ist mehr als ausreichend.
Das Konfuse ist ja, ich höre es auf meinem Rechner. Also ich kriege das übertragen.
Ja, also wie gesagt, wir haben hier Sound in Dings. Auf den Kopfhörern. Auf den Razer-Kopfhörern. Aber die sind ja, glaube ich, nicht über den Rodecaster angeschlossen, oder?
Ja, das wäre jetzt nochmal wichtig zu wissen. Sind die denn an den Rodecaster angeschlossen?
Nee, nein, sind die nicht. Die haben ja nur USB.
Ja.
Soll ich sonst mal eins von den Caster-Mikrofonen anschließen?
Ja, das geht auch. Aber mich wundert das, warum man das über die
Vielleicht.
USB hört, weil das ist ja bei Windows nicht mal ausgewählt. Weißt
Warte
du,
mal.
was ich meine?
Ja.
Wenn du die Tür aufmachst, bitte We fixed it. Oh, now I can hear myself. What the fuck? Scuffed setup. Alright. Here we go. Oh, the cable is not big enough. Hello, everybody. I'm just gonna play without sound. This is annoying. I can hear myself through the headset, but I can also hear like the... Well, I can basically hear the same thing that you guys hear. And the cable is not far enough. Maybe I can wait. Oh, actually, I can do it like this. And then the cable... Is it far enough? Yeah, that works. But I can... Nah, fuck it. Let's just play without sound, I guess. It's echoing. Hello, hello. Is it fine? Or is it echoing right now? Hello, echo or not? I need feedback. Hello, hello? Yes, echo. Echo. Is the echo better? Hello, hello? Give me feedback. Okay, ja.
No echo, no, okay. Dann versuche ich nochmal ganz kurz das Monitoring von dem. Ich frage mal ganz kurz Kai.
Mhm.
Aber das kriege ich auch raus, das ist kein Problem. Das ist nur eine Einstellung am Rodecaster, die ich nicht kenne. Die ist halt eingestellt für Streaming, damit du selber hörst. Also für Casting.
Yeah. Okay, we're gonna wait a second for that to be fixed as well. But then we're good to go. So I want to edit a command. Let me pause quickly. I'm streaming right now from the... just gonna tweet. I gotta be an influencer. All right. Instagram, haven't opened this in a while. Man, typing in English on my phone with autocorrection in German is so annoying. Mention at MOUZ. All right, we're just gonna start. I'm just gonna play without sound. You guys have sound, so everything is fine. How are we doing? Hello there. YouTube is working as well, I imagine. Thank you very much for waiting. I apologize that it took a while. Oh, wow. There's also 20 people watching on the YouTube. Today campaign stream? Nope. Ja, mach einfach. Ich suche schon noch ein Spiel. Ja.
So, jetzt müsstest du trotzdem noch Sound in OBS haben, aber dich selber nicht mehr hören, wenn du jetzt mal ausprobierst.
Nee, ich höre mich noch.
Achso.
Aber das ist auch nicht so schlimm, wenn kein Echo da ist. Aber der Ingame-Sound, ist das der Ingame-Sound? Okay.
Ingame-Sound ist weg gerade?
Ja, mach mal ganz laut. Ist weg. Ja, ich war bei mir, aber kein Ausschlag bei OBS.
Aber das ist dann, weil hier irgendwas zu leise eingestellt ist.
Ja, jetzt wieder da.
Jetzt Ingame-Sound da.
Beides, ja.
Ist jetzt das Echo wieder da?
Hallo? Ne?
Aber du hörst dich immer noch selber.
Ja.
Okay, das ist das Zweier-Mikrofon. Jetzt hast du keinen Ingame-Sound mehr.
Ja. Ja.
Ingame Sound auch?
Ja, jetzt.
Hörst du ihn noch
Jetzt.
selber?
Ja, hört sich jetzt komisch an. Aber ist auch scheißegal. Ich will jetzt starten. It's working.
No Echo?
Ja. Gerne, ja.
Soll ich den Sachen unten in den Schrank packen? Damit sie hier haben.
Ja.
Sachen sind gut hier oder soll ich runterschleppen?
Ja, hier.
Ich pack die dann in einen der
Die
Schränke,
Jacke und
okay?
das. Genau. Gerne, danke.
Kein Echo, kein Dix.
Ja, glaub schon. Is the in-game sound working? Yeah. And it's always so annoying when you like have these fancy setups with the sound and whatever. These streamer these like streamer sound things, mixing consoles. How are they even called in English? Mixing consoles. Mixing desk. Mixing console, yeah. It's halt nicht. Oh man, there's still echo. I need feedback. Is it okay or is it not? Hello, I need feedback. How is the sound? There's a slight echo. I think it comes down to whether I'm like speaking loud. If I'm speaking quiet, I guess there's none. I can make myself louder, I think, if I do this. I'm now louder. Yeah, actually true, I'm a little bit too quiet. But I can easily fix that, I think. I hate these like fancy streaming setups. It's like they never work. Like whenever I go stream with Asher, oh okay, danke. Now okay, let's get somebody to fix it. Ja, du hast eben irgendwas geändert. Da habe ich es auch im Headset dann gehört.
Also theoretisch, wenn ich das jetzt hier wegmache, dann hast du keinen Ingame-Sound mehr, richtig?
Ja.
Okay. Wenn ich das wegmache, jetzt schlägt's aus, jetzt wüsste ich. Okay, aber jetzt bin ich selber. Aber das ist immer noch scheiße, der Sound?
No fine. Sound better?
What is?
Hello, hello? Hello, hello? Can you hear me better? No Echo. Mach mal die Tür zu noch, weil dann kann auch sein, dass deswegen halt. Hello, hello.
Besser.
Ja, das will ich mal hören, weil ich habe ja eben... Hast du irgendwas geändert, da habe ich es gehört. Hier, myself. Hello, hello, hello. Ja.
Du hörst
Ja.
dich halt ein bisschen selber?
Ja, ja, nee, solange
Aber
die
das
schreiben,
ist
ist
egal.
alles in... Ich hab's eh nicht auf, das nervt.
Perfekt.
So, jetzt
A
komm.
lot better. Nehme ich. Okay, viel Spaß.
Yeah, this is what I always experience whenever I stream at a different place. Like when I've been streaming recently more often at like different places. And it never works. Like they have these fancy setups, but there's always some sort of problem. It's so annoying. And every time it's like these fancy setups that don't work. Like, why don't they just stick to the basics, my friends? Why don't they just stick to the basics? These expensive setups are not worth it. Okay, so what I'm doing here, we're opening the headquarters here for my team. So this is gonna be open today for everybody, for like public visitors. So if you live by, you can come by at 1 p.m. Sorry for the delay here. It's a little bit annoying, to say the least. I hate this so much when this kind of stuff happens. Yeah. I really don't like it, but it is what it is. Honestly, I think we should play on a new account because I don't think we're gonna find a game. So I think I'm just gonna level up a new account because I want to be doing more like fun games, but like really fun games. So MOUZ Raven or something like that, you know. The problem is I want to do some like MOUZ Raven or MOUZ Reaper, I don't know, whatever you want games. Just so I can play at lower MMR. The only issue is I don't have an account. Like I only have an account that is this MMR. Like these are my two current accounts. All my other accounts are probably unranked. I have a 6.4k. I also have like a couple more, but they're all around 6.4 to like 6.7. Every account that I have is like 6.4 to 6.7. So that means I can't play troll games on these accounts. Like if I go for MOUZ Raven on this account, I'm just gonna lose every game until I'm like 4k or 5k MMR. Or I can just level up a new account. So before people are gonna call me a smurfer, why are you leveling up a new account? Well, if I wanna do something else, if I wanna even stream, I think that's what we're doing. So here we go. I'm not gonna do this to myself. I'm gonna relog. We're playing on a new account. Fuck this. I've already wasted so much time, half an hour, because of oh wait, this account is unranked. Even this account is unranked. Wasn't this account ranked before? Yeah, we're playing on a new account. Let's go. I don't like doing this on stream, but I think now is a good opportunity, so let's do it. Let's smurf a little bit. Until I reach a good MMR, we're gonna do troll games. Like we're gonna do like I have to do something like the 1 SCV challenge where I drop down in MMR. To be honest, let's just go MOUZ Raven. I think that's a great idea, isn't it? MOUZ Raven? Actually, no. I think MOUZ Raven is probably not a good idea, is it? For the placement matches, what we're gonna do is the 6 SCV challenge. We're gonna play Heart of the Swarm for these matches. I do not wanna play MOUZ Ravens because I'm smurfing. I'm very open about it. But what I wanna do is I wanna play something that is like the least frustrating for my opponent. And I think starting with 6 SCVs is like the least frustrating I can do. I'm playing Heart of the Swarm, Wings of Liberty here, basically. This is the least frustrating I can go. Like, if I'm gonna go Mass Ravens against a Platinum player... Oh, no in-game sound? Wait, yeah. Sorry. Now we should have in-game sound, right? Don't tell me... Oh, 3%. Why? Different account, that's why, sorry. Please tell me you have in-game sound now. And also tell me if it's too loud or not. That too. Compared to my voice. Yeah. The damage SCV only to build. Honestly, I'm just gonna kill it. Even if I'm losing mining time, it's so annoying to keep it alive. The problem is it's damage, so if I send it across the map, then it's wasteful. It's too quiet.
Not enough minerals.
Wait, can I just... Now it should be very loud. Let's not mess with these settings here on the mixing desk.
SCV ready. Go ahead. SCV ready.
I don't even have gas for a Reaper. Gonna have to open up Marine first.
Insufficient Vespine
Yeah,
gas.
so I want to be a nice Smurf, so we're doing something that's more
Insufficient Vespine gas.
Armed and ready. This better be good.
easy to play against. I don't want to Mass Raven against a Platinum player. But at least we get to play some games, that's what I
Command
want.
center upgrade complete.
Bad news. What's going? Ah, there's something in the way.
Okay, we're expanding.
SCV ready.
This is not really a build order, obviously, because I have to
Not enough
freestyle.
minerals.
I should probably, to be more safe, like, put my units on the ramp to be able to react. Because, like, if, like, let's say he's gonna Reaper rush me, so now, like, 5
Not
Reapers
enough
show up.
minerals.
If my Marines are
enough
standing
minerals.
right here, I'll not be able to defend them
Not
off.
enough minerals.
So,
Not enough minerals.
yeah. That's a lot better than... Like, if now Reapers show up, I can, like, go... see? Like, here I can react and do stuff against it. Like, micro my units against it. Like this. That's totally fine. Let's, go mining here. Let's make
Our
a cyclone. Oh, he's
are
being
under
cocky.
attack.
But I can punish him now. No! That's so unnecessary losing that. I even put like a grenade because it looked like he was going away, but he didn't. Low SCV challenge? No, I'm not doing a challenge right now. I'm just ranking up a new account. We're doing a challenge again when I'm like recording a video, basically. But we can kind of test it already, you know? We can kind of see how it works. And honestly, I already have to say, I don't know if you watched my video. I'm gonna upload one more video like that. The 1 SCV challenge. So for the people that watched it, it was a shit show. It was so bad. Like seriously, it was terrible. Like in my head it was like, oh my god, this is gonna be an amazing challenge. I just play Starcraft, but I start off the game with just a single SCV. I kill all my other SCVs, and then we just do the 1 SCV challenge. It's gonna be so much fun. And then I did that, and like I can't do shit. Like it's like such a challenge where I'm literally losing to like silver players. I don't even know if I can like maintain silver with 1 SCV at some point. I mean, there's gonna be a conclusion to that. I'm gonna upload one more video, so I don't want to spoil anything. But in my head it was like, oh yeah, let's just beat some people with 1 SCV. I was like, yeah, let's get master with like 1 SCV or diamond. I think I said like, let's get diamond with like 1 SCV.
Add on.
And then I did it and it was so damn difficult. And the funniest thing ever, when I did that 1 SCV challenge, and I uploaded my first video,
Not enough minerals.
I immediately got accused in my comments, and people said like, "Oh yeah, another great Smurf marine, like Smurf content." And I'm like literally losing to like gold players, you know? I'm like losing to gold players, and people say like, "Oh yeah, just another Smurf, like whatever." Like, bro, I'm losing to gold.
Not enough minerals.
How am I a Smurf? I even like lost most of my matches. You know, I lost like more than half of my matches in that video, and people are still like accusing me of like smurfing. I can barely defeat like a silver player, but I'm a smurf, of course, yeah. But yeah, the point that I was trying to make is this challenge is like so much nicer because you can see I actually have a chance. I started this game off with 6 SCVs, I killed the other half of my SCVs.
Additional supply
But I can
depots
actually
required.
play the game. Like, we actually have a chance. We don't just die against him, like, proxying us or anything. We actually get to play the game. Now, this is actually fairly easy. 6 SCVs is a lot. So I think with 6 SCVs, we could actually get Master League, I think.
Life flights here.
But, like, look at this, for example. He already has a 3rd. I don't. So this is exactly what I want, basically. Ah, shit, I didn't finish off the tank. If I was a Smurf, I would have gotten that. Like, I want to be able to play at, like, lower level, but, like,
Command center
give them, like, a chance. And in this case, 6 SCVs seems to be a nice number, you know? 6 SCVs seems to be a good number
insufficient.
to be able to play at a certain level. Whereas, like, with 1 SCV, I was just losing my mind. Like, 1 SCV is so damn difficult. I don't even get to play the game, you know? Like, I lose to the first Reaper. I literally lose to, like, the first Reaper that, like, a platinum player, like, sends across the map. That's what the 1 SCV challenge was all about. Me losing games to a single Reaper at, like, gold MMR or something like that. Here, we have so much freedom, honestly. This is gonna be a great video, I think.
Not enough.
Like, this is me ranking up a new account. I'm not actually producing a video right now. But honestly, the 6 SCV challenge, I think it's gonna be a great video. I have
Additional
so
supply
much, like,
depots
I
required.
can actually survive. I can actually survive. We're on 3 base, the other guy is already on 3 base, like, much faster.
Additional
So
supply
that's something
depots
to keep in
required.
mind. But that's exactly what I want. I want to get behind and then kind of make a comeback with like some amazing micro or some good
Insufficient
positioning.
Vespene gas.
And I feel like that's exactly the case here.
Additional supply depots
Like, I think
required.
my opponent has... I think now the game has equalized, but it has only equalized 9 minutes
Insufficient
into the
Vespene
game.
gas.
That's fairly nice. Also, I'm tryharding, by the way. Look at my tryhard playstyle. Like, I'm freaking going like for the most standard TVT in my placement matches. Ay. Playing standard TVT in my placement matches. Just with 6 SSDs though. That's a good one.
Not
In the
enough
next game, I'm gonna go for
upgrade
something
complete.
different. I'm not just gonna play standard.
Upgrade
We're
complete.
gonna test the limits, you know.
Not enough
Because I
minerals.
think my army is now just, even though I forgot Stim, my army is gonna be too good to handle. Like, I'm just, the only thing you have to do is like put down like a couple matrixes, or just spam auto turrets if he doesn't even have tanks, and then we just siege up right here, and then there's nothing we can do. Well, he doesn't even have that many units. In this case, you can see the 6 SCVs is more than enough. So yeah, once again, if you're wondering what I'm doing right now, I'm just ranking up a new account. It's too early in the day to play my other accounts. My other accounts are all like around 6.4 to 6.7. So I'm just gonna rank up a new account. I have to do that at some point to be able to produce some content like in the morning, for example, when I'm doing a morning stream. The goal is to reach at least Master League. And we're gonna start off by testing some things. So first we did 6 SCVs.
Not enough.
Let's do 4 SCVs this game.
You scared me.
4 SCVs.
Huh?
Let's return the money that we have mined,
Not
because I
enough.
misclicked.
SCV ready.
Not enough minerals.
So I deserve a little bit more money.
This is crazy.
So we're just gonna mess around a little bit for now. For the next challenge.
Not enough minerals.
For the next SCV, like start with like 4 SCV challenge or whatever.
Not enough minerals.
Go with 4. Let's see
Not
how
enough
that goes. Oh
minerals.
my god.
Bad news.
He saw it. I don't think it matters, but he saw it.
Bad news. In the huh? Yeah. SCV ready. What? Big job. What?
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
Nothing to see here.
Not
I'm
enough.
just being normal.
SCV ready.
Don't you start off your game by killing your own S. Why is he even like sending a probe already across
Not
the map,
enough
man? What is
minerals.
this?
Go ahead.
Kill my SCV, please. This SCV is illegal. This is the 5th SCV. I started with 4. Just kill it, please.
Go ahead.
Oh man, he's not killing my SCV.
SCV ready.
I do wonder what's the limit though.
You scared
Like,
me.
because like I described in the previous
Not
game,
enough
like the 1
minerals.
SCV challenge was a nightmare. So I do wonder how this is gonna go. No, you don't.
Not enough
Honestly, that
minerals.
would have been not
Not enough
important.
minerals.
Because I think taking the gas is not even good.
SCV
I think
ready.
when I'm doing this challenge, or not challenge, I use the word challenge too much, but when I'm doing like this sort of like troll game, I think taking the gas, and this is like some informative like information, like this is some knowledge. Hold on a second, I'm gonna drop a knowledge bomb. So in Starcraft,
SCV ready.
you might have the question, why don't Terran players start off with gasless openings? Why Terran players never play gasless? Why do they always go Reaper
Insufficient
expand?
S-beam gas.
And the reason for that is actually quite simple. It has to do with efficiency.
What's going on?
So you see, if I start off the game like in Heart of the Swarm or Wings of Liberty,
Go ahead.
if I start off the game with 6 SCVs,
Command center upgrade.
when I put down my barracks, first of all, I don't even have money for a gas. But the reasoning is actually extremely simple. Why do you not play gasless as a Terran? Can somebody answer that question in the chat? Does anyone know? This is gonna be in the this is gonna be in the exam coming up. So
SCV ready.
this is knowledge that I will test. Just have to know.
This better be good. SCV ready.
You need a Reaper? No, you don't need a Reaper. You can also not open up Reaper. The Reaper is unnecessary. Like, it's nice to have for like scouting, like here. But taking a gas is also not
Additional supply depots.
ideal.
required.
Let's put it that way. So the reasoning for that is because of efficiency.
SCV
So if you start off the game, oh, I lost my Reaper. If you start off the game with
Not enough minerals.
12
Not enough
SCVs
minerals.
and you open up barracks, so like your original build, that's the build you don't touch.
Not enough
You go
minerals.
barracks and then you take the gas.
Not enough
And that's,
minerals.
you do that like with a 14 supply depot and then like a 16 barracks at 16 supply, right? So that's like the basic build. You cannot touch the basic build. The basic build, it's always the standard. No matter what build order you do, you always put down your supply when you start off with 12 SCVs
Command
at
center upgrade.
14. I'm gonna explain this very deep, by the way. And then 16 barracks. And the answer is efficiency.
Complete.
Because if you put down the barracks at 16 supply,
Attack.
what does that mean? Well, you're already fully saturated, that's what it means. And that is why Reaper expand is necessary or like a requirement. Because in Legacy of the Void, where you start off with 12 SCVs, you're forced into taking the gas. because otherwise you're oversaturated. So the answer is, you're forced into playing Reaper Expand, because otherwise it's not efficient, because otherwise you're oversaturated in the minerals, and your build order is just messed up. Your build order is just not efficient. That's why. That's the reason. The theory, I might have explained badly, but if you do it yourself, like if you try playing Gasless, you know, like try going for a Gasless Marine Expand, like you did in freaking like Wings of Liberty or something. Try going for Gasless Marine Expand. Just try. What you will notice is, if you're going for the Gasless style, you're gonna be oversaturated, and that is the issue. You're gonna notice like, oh my god, I'm oversaturated. I have like 20 workers on the minerals.
Not enough.
And that is terrible.
Not enough
Efficiency
minerals.
is the most important thing in StarCraft 2. And that's what it all comes
Not
down to.
enough
Like,
minerals.
efficiency is just key.
Additional
It is
supply
by far the
depots
most
required.
important in ST2. Especially when you play Terran. It feels like Protoss haven't really learned that yet. Like, their build orders are usually quite inefficient. But especially with Terran, efficiency is key. And efficiency means like mining efficiency. So for example, another basic that you need to
Additional
know,
supply depots
when do I
required.
fly over my third? Another frequently
Not
asked
enough
question that I get
Complete.
is, when do I fly over my third towards like the third location?
Research complete.
Let's say you open up triple CC like I did here. And now it's like, okay, so I have Stim, I have Marines, but when do I take my third? Well, the answer is very simple. You take the third as soon as you can and as soon as you're oversaturated. So right now you can see I have 18 guys here, 18 guys here, and I have all the gases. So I'm oversaturated, I need to expand. It's like that simple. I'm oversaturated, I need to expand. Oh my god, he's crushing us over here. Oh, I also need to make a reactor.
Unacceptable level. Not enough. Not enough.
So that is the efficiency that we're talking about, that we're aiming for.
What's going on? I can't build here. SCV ready.
Our SCVs are under attack.
This better be good. SCV ready.
Not
As you can
enough
see, my
minerals.
traits are really bad, but I can guarantee you one thing.
Add-on
Like,
complete.
as long as you're macroing and pressing buttons, it's fine. In this case, I cannot defend my base though.
Add-on.
He actually has a lot of units. Suddenly has like so many
Not
more
enough
units.
minerals.
Hopefully he doesn't have an
enough
observer.
minerals.
No.
You want a piece of me, boy?
Not enough
So I can't take my
energy.
third. So I stopped making SCVs. We need to make units. Like, I'm messing around a little bit too much. This is the snowball effect. Like, if you just don't have enough units, you're screwed, you know? I need to be more careful. I just need to take my time, build up a good marine count, and then there's nothing you can do, basically. Just take your time once, you know? This always happens, by the way, the SCVs. When there's an opportunity to get stuck, they always get stuck.
Research complete.
Okay, now we have more than enough marines. And now we're gonna crush the Stalker force. And now we can expand.
Additional supply depots
Finally.
required.
This is not
Additional
my best
supply
game,
depots
ever.
required.
But that's totally fine.
SCV ready.
Not my best game. But yeah, we're just making marines, by the way. We're
Not
just
enough
holding down the
minerals.
marine button.
Additional supply depots required.
Marines, marines, marines. Continuously expanding. I'm just going for the basics here, you know? Like, I'm continuously expanding. I'm continuously making SCVs. I'm not taking the gas because I realize I have too much gas anyways. If you're going marine only, you don't really need the gas mining. So I'm just focusing on the basics. Marine
Not
production,
enough minerals.
expanding. I'm gonna
Not
rally my
enough
SCVs here
minerals.
already. Because
Not enough minerals.
I have like perfect mining here, perfect mining here, perfect mining here. I don't
Mineral
really need the
field
gas.
Depleted.
I can maybe get a sensitor.
Mineral field depleted.
I'm oversaturated here. So I just take some workers, send
Not
them
enough
over there.
minerals. Additional supply.
I'm getting the upgrades. Let's get medevac armor. We're dropping
Not
mules.
enough energy.
We're making depots. We're making marines. And repeat.
enough
Make
minerals.
marines. Make depots. Make SCVs. Expand. Repeat.
SCV ready.
This is like the cycle. First, marines. Second,
Additional
the depots.
upgrade complete.
Third, upgrades.
Not enough minerals.
Fourth, SCVs. Repeat. That's Starcraft, basically. That's all I'm doing. Make Marines, make depots, make SCVs, make upgrades. The 4 steps.
Ready for dust off.
Obviously, when you're playing Marine only, it's probably a better idea to go for an attack at some point. Like, we don't just want to sit
Not
back
enough
as long as we can. At some point, we do want to attack, because otherwise we're going to run into a simple issue. And that is if he has, like, high Templars. But in this case, oh, he has high Templars.
Not enough
So
minerals.
running into a problem here, and that problem is Storm.
Complete.
But, like, the micro that you can always do is just run away.
Command center.
You just run away from the army. That's a good method against like
Not
high
enough
Templars.
minerals.
What you can also do is just like load in units,
Talk to me.
send 4 medevacs here,
Now, waiting on
and
you.
just shift click them in. Oh, he has an observer or something, because as you can see, he sees everything. And then we just have 2 armies. Oh, we don't, because I sent the other army in the wrong position. Upgrades. Economy. Okay. I mean, against High Templars you have no other choice but to take a good fight. Or just, like, separate your armies.
Upgrade.
So I'm just scanning his army. Here's the army. And I'm just gonna avoid it. We're base trading, basically. So here we just aim with the Marines, macro.
Ready for dust
Run away. If he has Storm, just run away. And focus on the other stuff. Like send the units to the corner here.
Life flight's here.
And then we just go here.
Mineral field.
And he has some
completed.
good multitasking.
Min-
Like he's splitting his army. I think we have enough. Upgrades. Expanding.
Mineral field completed.
And shift clicking. A moving. A moving here, A moving here. Oh, Storm, run away.
Upgrade complete.
No Storm over here, we run in. Oh, he can use recall. And this guy is actually legit. Here we can fight because we're like touching the High Templars, so this is a good trade. Trading Marines for High Templars there. Amazing trade.
Command center.
See, he's not here anymore. We can go for that one. I'm just using
enough
scans to know
minerals.
where his army is. And here we go.
Ready for dust off.
Now it's time to finish him.
Mineral field completed.
I'll show you once again the Gasless thing after this game, because it's like so easy to understand when you just see it in a live game.
Command center.
So I'm just gonna show you once in like the next game. There's Marines everywhere.
Mineral field.
There you go. GG. I'll show you once in a live game quickly. So why is Gasless not viable? Let me show you. Very simple. Und in Köln ist mir zu weit. Ja, ich bin extra angereist aus Köln. So here, this is why Gasless is not viable. I'm gonna try to play Gasless. So I'm trying to play Gasless. What I said
Not
is,
enough
you
minerals.
have to go one SCV,
Not enough minerals.
then you rally the SCV to the ramp and go for a supply depot. Is what you have to do.
Not enough minerals.
So this is something you cannot change. This is the most efficient way, and we all know that.
Not enough minerals.
So you can't change that. You also can't change the fact that you have to make a barracks afterwards, and you also want to make continuous SCV production. I don't think I have to explain that. So you can't change that. That's how you play the game. You could go CC first. I mean, that's not terrible.
Additional supply.
But it's very greedy. So this is like the basic build. Now what you
Not
can
enough
change is,
minerals.
usually you would take the gas now, but we want to play gasless because we don't need the Reaper, right? And yeah, it's true, we don't need to do the Reaper expand. But here's why. The reason we need to be doing that is because of efficiency. So now I'm playing gasless, but look at my main base right now. I'm already fully saturated on the minerals. So ideally, I make a command center right now, because I'm also starting to float money. So we're just gonna go ahead and we make a CC. And now we run into a build order problem. Because if you look closely, the barracks is gonna finish. And I have barely enough money to make a marine
Not
and an
enough
orbital.
minerals.
And now we have a problem. We have 18 supply here.
Not enough
It's
minerals.
really inefficient. So I'm making a gas now to get rid of
Not
this
enough
inefficiency,
minerals.
but I still have 17 out of 16. This is really bad. Like, this is not a good build. Now we're not fully, like, oversaturated. Now it's, like, working out. But there's one more thing that we did, and that is we
Command
delayed
center
our
upgrade
build.
complete.
Like, now we have the gas. I can take maybe another gas. But, like, look at the timing of my factory. So right now, let's see when I get the factory
Additional
up.
supply depots
I have to make the
required.
supply depot, of course. We make continuous marine production. Let's see when our factory is, like, completed. I was supply blocked there for a second. Mine von der Natural? Nee, das ist auch nicht gut. So, I delayed my gas a little bit. That was my bad. But look at my money. Like, I barely have enough gas to make the factory now. So at 2:30, I can make the factory. 2:30 is when I put down my factory. Let's say I took my gas late. Let's say we can do it like a couple of seconds earlier, right? But let's see in a normal game of Starcraft how it goes. So if I play a normal game of Starcraft, I can put down my factory. I need to find a game where I did Reaper expand. What did I do Reaper expand? So in a normal game of Starcraft, I put down my factory at 2 minutes and 8 seconds. So I'm delaying my tech by 20 seconds by going like gasless. I'm delaying my tech by 20 seconds and I have like no upside. It's an inefficient build and the tech is really late. It just doesn't go very well together. Even though in theory it sounds amazing, but yeah, the efficiency part is just not there. I need to quickly use the bathroom. Be right back. And yeah, stay tuned. Be right back. 3 minutes. Okay, I'm already back. So yeah, the mineral to gas ratio is very important in SE2. That's why in Wings of Liberty you saw more gasless expansions. Same in Heart of the Swarm. Gasless expansion was far more viable. Why new account? Because on my main account or my other accounts, I just simply cannot find a game at this time. That's why. I just can't find a game. So I'm playing on my morning account. Like I'm creating a morning account, let's call it like that. An account that I can actively play on early on in the day. I simply, if I play on my other account, I've tried. I'm searching for like 5 minutes. And yeah. So we're doing some troll games here.
Not
We're
enough.
gonna do 4 SCVs was a good number. 4 SCV challenge.
Big job, huh? This is your
Not enough minerals.
SCV ready.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
Big job.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
SCV ready. Bet.
Not enough minerals.
So with the knowledge that we just acquired, we're gonna apply it.
SCV ready.
So,
Yeah.
if you start off the game with 4
Bad news.
SCVs, then Reaper Expand becomes
SCV ready.
a liability to some extent.
We'll butter 'em up.
Not enough minerals.
Simply because I need to be
Not enough
focusing on my
minerals.
minerals here
Not enough minerals.
in order to get my
Not
expansion.
enough minerals.
That's mandatory.
Not enough minerals. Not enough. Our SCVs are
Oh,
not
no.
enough minerals.
It's like the
What's
worst move.
SCV ready.
I'm losing my SCV on purpose, by the way. There's the 4 SCV challenge. I just want to get rid of that SCV without losing even more mining time. I feel like that's fair.
SCV ready. In the rear. Ah, you scared me.
But yeah, so
Not
you can
enough
see I have
minerals.
10 SCVs right now.
Not enough minerals.
SCV ready.
I don't have to take a gas right now. I can stay gasless and focus on my minerals. Because I think it's more important to get a command center up faster than it is to go for the normal build now. Going for the normal build is not really the most efficient route that we can take anymore.
SCV ready.
As long as I'm not oversaturated at any point in the build, my build is efficient. That's the general rule that we always have to apply. So as long as we have that going for ourselves, we're gonna be fine. So as you can see, we're now at 15 out of 16 workers. Everything is good. We're not oversaturated. We're not getting supply blocked. We can put down a command center right now.
There's something in the way.
This.
Not
We can
enough
make more
minerals.
marines. And we're still not oversaturated. I'll make
Command
one more
center
SCV.
upgrade.
And now we can start adding those gases. We're not getting supply blocked. We're not oversaturated. Our build order is working out. One thing we can do to optimize our build order is to perhaps cut marines, like cut marine
Not
production. And we also need to get the gas ASAP. And
SCV ready.
as you can see, we're not oversaturated. Beautiful so far. Constant marine production as well. This is working out. We're putting our marines really defensively, because I don't want to get overpowered by a Reaper jump into my main. Like, keep in mind, we start off the game with 4 SCVs and he with 12. So he's gonna have like a much faster expansion, but also he's gonna have like much more units early on. Another thing why the marine expand is nice is because you have more units. As marines build faster than Reapers do, and therefore they are better defensively. At least in this scenario. Usually making Reapers would be better because of the
Not enough
mobility.
minerals.
But in this case I just give up on the mobility and play the most defensive build order by putting down my command center on the high ground and making marines. He's sending a scouting marine. Seems to be unsure what I'm doing. Alright. So now
Command
we
center
can expand and we were never oversaturated. That's a good thing. We can easily just take our expansion and we go for the cyclone. And then let's see how it goes from here. There we go. We're gonna get another supply in our main base for additional like vision. And once again, we're gonna be really defensive. So I'm not putting my units down on the low ground because I'm afraid of him like jumping into our base or anything like that. We wanna keep them over there to make sure that we're safe for now. We have a cyclone for safety. We have marines. And now a starport that can make an add-on. And then soon, we also have enough money to put down another command center. So let's just do that. We're playing pretty greedy, honestly. If he's doing like a one base all in, I think I'm in trouble. So honestly, what I think we should be doing in order to play this build a little bit safer, we should plan on like putting down a bunker. Because a bunker is really nice because it can buy you the time that sometimes you need in order to be defending stuff. A bunker is actually amazing in a lot of scenarios. So getting it down is quite mandatory. For like a build like this especially, but in general, if you're playing like a greedy build, I can always recommend getting a bunker. Bunker is one of the best tools that you have as a Terran player. At least in the early game. You should utilize that. Look at that.
Not enough minerals.
Oh my god, he's sieging in the right position. So it bought us some time, and most importantly, it did force a
additional supply components required.
Siege, which is nice. But now I'm gonna be in a little bit of trouble because he's putting a lot of damage on my command center. And I even have to like lift it and mine off like one base. So you might wonder what I'm gonna do about this now. Right now, I'm just gonna lose my CC because he's actually just going for it and on siege, okay? Yeah, this is gonna be a little bit dangerous. We're gonna have to utilize the ravens right now. That's the main tool that we have that can defend off the tanks. That's a lot of tanks, however. Okay, this is our moment. He is unsieged. We can use a matrix and just gun down his stuff. Split the marines and just go for it. I have another CC. He's one base. I hope he's one base. And we're just going for it. And we clear up the army. There you go. Now, the next step will be just to follow the build. What did I tell you in the previous game? Always follow the certain steps. So what are the certain steps? Make marines when making marines. Or in this case, you could also like save the money because we have enough units. So if you want to be really precise, the step is always spend your gas. So first step, spend your gas. Let's make a tank, for example. Then make SCVs. Then expand. Then make supply depot. And repeat. Get upgrades. I forgot about getting upgrade. So let's do that. Spend the gas, we make a tank. Spend, make SCVs, we make SCVs. Drop the mules, we drop the mules. Make expansion, make expansion. Make supply depots, make supply depots.
Not enough minerals.
Make upgrades, we don't have any upgrades right now. Like, we have some on the way. And repeat. Make SCVs, spend gas, expand, we're expanding. Get upgrades, we're making depots, let's get upgrades. And repeat. Make SCVs.
Not enough minerals.
Spend gas.
Not enough
Make some
minerals.
medevacs. Let's get the upgrades.
Research.
Make marines.
Not enough minerals.
And repeat. SCVs. Gas. Upgrades. Marines. Depots. The order doesn't matter. You can also do other order. The best order is always make SCVs, spend gas, get upgrades, make depots, make marines.
Mineral field depleted.
That's the best order. Make SCVs.
This better be good.
Expand. When do I take my additional gas is another question we get frequently asked. So when do I take my gas? Well, I have like enough SCVs on the minerals. My main focus is always to take the minerals. Minerals is the primary resource in SC2. Gas is like the secondary resource. So generally speaking, unless you're playing like mass battlecruiser or mech or whatever, generally speaking, the best order of operation is always to like first saturate the minerals and then take the gas as soon as you like have enough SCVs on the minerals. So we're gonna apply that logic on our third base now. So I'm gonna take my third right now,
Command center upgrade
and I'm just gonna
complete.
first focus on saturating those minerals. So I always pay attention to the number 14 out of 14, we have the gas, 16 out of 16. That's totally fine. And now in this expansion, I'm not taking my gas like this. This is a mistake. What we're gonna be focusing on is first we spend those minerals, first we mine those minerals, and as soon as we have enough SCVs for the minerals, we saturate the gas. That's the order. So when do I take my gas over here?
Mineral
Well,
field
as soon as I
completed.
have like close to 16 SCVs. So like right about now, because I can also slide some, so now I have 16, let's take the
Ready
gas.
for dust off.
I also want to pay attention to how much gas I have. In this case, I wouldn't even want to take my gas, I would rather make another command center, a sensor tower, more upgrades, and then I would take the gas. But that's more in
Upgrade.
depth. That's too try hard, isn't it? What's the game goal here? What do you mean the game goal? What is the medevac marine ratio? You maximum like 10 medevacs usually. If you have like 10 medevacs, you have more than enough energy forever. Mind if I'm asking, how do you position your defenses when you move out with your big army? That's a very general question again. I always make sure, as a Terran player, sensor towers are an amazing tool. Getting sensor towers is really nice. It's pretty warm in here. Pretty cold in here. I put on my jacket. So, or let me just put the AC on. So a sensor tower at your third. So let me show you so the question is, if I'm moving out of my army, that's the question, right? If I'm moving out of my main army, how do I make sure I don't die to like run-bys or that sort of stuff, right? We can break that down in the next game. But I can also paint you a picture, literally paint you a picture. Let me do that quickly. I think that's funny. So let's take any map. Let's take like a really standard map. Like, I guess Side Delta is really the most standard map. Let's pick Side Delta. So here on Side Delta, let me paint you a picture. Quite literally. We're gonna use paint for this. So the Terran defense works like this. Let me just do it like this quickly. There you go, paint. So this is how the Terran defense works. So we spawn over here. We're spawning, or let's do the top side. Oops. We're spawning on the top side. Let me make my thing thicker. Where can I put it thicker? Here, this? Yeah, this works. So here's where we spawn. The red is where we spawn. So we have a 3-base setup, right? So we have an expansion here, we have an expansion here, and maybe even a 4th base. So how do we do this? First, green, or no, wait, there's too much green on this map. Orange. Orange is our rally point. So this is how I set up my defense. My rally point is either on top of the ramp, so orange is the rally point, or either like down the natural. So these two are the rally point. It doesn't matter if you have it on top of the ramp in your main or in the natural. Both is valid. I usually have it in natural in between or something like that. That's how I have it. So that's the rally point. Orange. RP, rally point. And then in blue, blue is planetary. So the fourth base is the PF. And in the third base, you can make a bunker. Third base. Bunker. With A. Bunker. So there's that. And then the last point in your defense are in missile turrets. And in the main you have missile turrets. That too. So in the main you make like a couple missile turrets in your main base. Like here. Turrets. Turrets. And then the last thing in your defense, very simple. What is the last thing in your defense? Sensor tower. Let's draw a blue circle like this. Sensor tower. Bam. That's your Terran defense. So this is how your base should always look like. I think that answers the question. So in the main you have a turret ring, like 3 turrets. In the fourth you have a planetary, fourth base planetary. At the third you also have a bunker and the sensor tower. So the light blue circle is the sensor tower. Like this is the range, the radius of the sensor tower. The orange dots here are the rally point of your barracks and starport and factory. And then the red dots obviously, or the red axis, they are your bases. Okay, I think that answers the question. I guess it's Windows 11 paint. I've never seen it like that, but yeah. Tanks are not part of the defense. You don't need tanks, no. You can also put a tank at your third and put it on siege, then you can even use F2. But this is always the same. Like this setup, this is not side delta only. You can do it on any map. Bunker, third base. Planetary, fourth base. Turrets, main base. Rally point, natural. Sensor tower, third. Or even fourth as well. That is, if I'm asking you the next time, that is what you have to like say, you know? This might be a question in the exam, so you better learn it. This might be a good exam question. Like I can ask you guys in the upcoming test, where do I put down my bunker as a Terran player? And then the answer should like immediately come out of you and you should say like, in the third base. Or where do I set my rally point? In the natural or in the main base ramp? So learn that. You better learn that. Okay, I need to run ads again. Thank you, T-Bit, Sanction, für the sub. Okay, let's go into the next game. When you have lots of Marine medevacs in an army, how do you put Marines in a few of the medevacs? And I have a YouTube short on that. If you go through my YouTube shorts, you're gonna find a video about that. If you ask the question again, I can also see if I can find the YouTube short for you. Alright, oh, we want to kill our SCVs. We're doing not really a challenge, but also yes, we are doing a challenge. Sort of. I just want to make the game more fair, you know, until I lose a game. As soon as I lose a game, I'm gonna like win every game.
Not enough.
So what we're currently doing is we're ranking up a new account. And yes, I'm Dirty Smurf in this case. But like, what other choice do I have? I'm even being open about it, so I'm making myself more vulnerable to the haters. But I simply cannot play on my main accounts because they are too high ranked and it's too early in the day. So I just simply cannot find a game. So what I'm doing, I'm messing around a little bit. I'm trying to rank up a new account to like Masters 1, Grandmaster level. And then I just have an account that I can use for like this day time. Yeah. Oh, this is illegal. This SCV needs to die. Sorry. 4 SCVs only, not 5. There's a 5th SCV that needs to die. I forgot. So yeah, I'm doing an early stream tonight or today. And I'm just want to rank up a new account that we can use. You know, we can use this account for some more educational content, like right now. Or we can use this account if we rank up to like do some more like interesting games, like the mech and TVP. Not really, but like maybe we can go full troll. Maybe we can go like mass Widow Mine. What about that? Mass Widow Mine, like your thermal does. And why does everybody do this at this level? Okay, let's give him the SCV. It's illegal. Yeah. I love that everybody like tries to get this around, man. This is like actually like the signature move of like. This is like one of the signature moves, isn't it? Like if you rally the SCVs like through the minerals, they always try and get this around. That's like just OG like diamond behavior or even like gold league behavior or whatever.
What's going on?
I just laughed at when they do this. Cause it's like I love this because it's not even a good move if it works, you know? If it works, it's terrible, it's not good for you. The gas trick and is also a classic, I feel like.
Not enough.
Like to everybody that does this kind of behavior, like this guy, oh my god, he got an SC. Everybody that does this kind of behavior, like where they try and surround the scouting worker with like the drones or whatever, it's not worth it, my friends. That's not worth it. Even if you get the kill, it's not worth it.
Not enough minerals.
It's definitely not. It's never worth it. Unless you do it like really precise, but I never see them do precise. Like, I always see them go for the surround with like every single worker they have. Like if you go for the surround with just like 5 or 4 SCVs and you get the surround, now that's good. But if you like pull like 10 workers off your minerals and you're like trying to go for the surround, that's not worth it, in my opinion. That's never worth it. Even if you get the kill, you lost so much mining time. It's so bad for you. It messes your mining up like so much. Let me tell you that. Huge raid by that Korean name. Is that Ryang? I imagine it's Ryang. Who is that raid? Ryang was like doing. Oh no, wait, this has.
Not enough minerals.
Sorry, I can't see in my monitor the name. I can only see the letters. I just realized that it's.
Not enough minerals.
Has, yeah. Thank you very much for that raid. Didn't know Has was streaming. I thought it was Ryang. I just saw these Asian letters. I'm very bad with the letters, and then my monitor is quite far away. This is not my setup. I see those Korean letters, and I just immediately think of like Ryang, because I know Ryang streams a lot. This is a bait overlord. He's gonna go, yeah, mass earthlings. Damn it, why did I even like fall for it? I'm stupid. I even called it, and I still go for it because I'm arrogant.
What's going on?
Lovely. My arrogance, man. Like normally this would have not done shit, but I forgot that I started off the game with like 4 SCVs. So, yeah. I'm also just messing around, honestly. I'm just messing around, like, I'm not taking these games too serious. Overlord speed, what the fuck?
Command center upgrade.
What am I seeing, my friends? What am I seeing? Oh,
Not
this
enough.
guy's a specialist. Overlord speed as well now.
Not enough.
That's
Not
quite
enough
intriguing
minerals.
to see. Do I have enough marines to expand now?
Not enough minerals.
Yeah, you're still paying attention?
SCV ready. You want a piece of me, boy? SCV ready. This better be good.
Our SCVs are under
Okay,
attack.
now we have more than enough marines.
Not enough minerals.
I'm just gonna make a bunker because
Not
I actually
enough
don't want to
minerals.
lose. I don't want to lose, you know. So I'm actually like tryharding now. I make a bunker.
Not enough minerals. Add-on complete. Not
Would be
enough
smart
minerals.
for the Zerg to go muta right away. Do you think so? Like he just scouted with an overlord and he saw that I'm going marine only. Do you really think mutas is like the right choice then? I would disagree. That would be
Additional
my
supply
opinion.
depots required. Not enough minerals.
You know what I just realized? Like I noticed that with the other protos as well that I played today.
Additional supply
Oh,
depots required.
There's the Baning Bust. Unfortunately, we have the Hex. Like, what I always notice, like if I have, I feel like I have to maybe do some more coaching in the future because I think it would be interesting as well. Like, I really love that educational content, you know? I really love educational content.
Not enough minerals.
So what I notice a lot of, like, I'm not talking about my opponent here necessarily, but in general, what I notice on, like, anyone do that is not like GM, you know? And even GMs do that wrong. And I know one guy, my biggest fan actually, he actually does, like, the correct thing. Like, I take an example of my friend, MOUZ,
Upgrade.
who's a boosted Grandmaster player. You just saw him burrow circling there, right? So what he does is, MOUZ
Research
just spams the
complete.
same build every
Add-on.
single time. He just spams the same build. He goes like against 3 CC Banshees every single game. And he always does the same pattern. Like he just executes the same build, the most basic build, to perfection, you know, with his mechanics. And you know, MOUZ's mechanics are not Grandmaster. I'm just joking, by the way. But the point is, like,
Add-on complete.
mechanically, like, look at this. He borrowed that Zergling. Like, not even Cyril does that. Like, not even Cyril, like, goes for Zergling harassment and then individually, like, burrows the Zergling. Not even Cyril does that. And then I'm playing in freaking Diamond League and they, like, individually, like, freaking burrow a Zergling like that. Bro, focus on the basics.
Insufficient Vespene gas.
If you ask for my opinion, like, what like this is a frequently asked question. It's like, people in my chat, they always ask me, how do I get better, Gabe? Like, hey, Gabe, just how do I get better in SC2? It's like the most general question. And the answer to that is honestly quite simple. Just focus on the basics. Just focus on the basics. Don't be so fancy. Like, what are you doing, bro? What are you doing burrowing like Zerglings like that? Just focus on the basics. Like, make Marines, make medevacs, or like explained in the other game. Like, we always have a certain rhythm. Make SCVs. Well, we're already fully saturated and we have enough SCVs. Make Marines, make tanks, make medevacs. Get more production. Like, we always follow a certain plan. Like, watch my video. You know, watch my video about TVZ. I made a video where I explained, like, the structure, for example. I explained how, like, how many barracks you should get. And, like, it's always the same. You go up to 1 barracks, you get 1 tech lab, you get sim and combat shields. Then you go up to, like, 3 barracks, then you go up to 5 barracks, then you go up to 8 barracks. You go up to 1 factory. If you have enough gas, you add, like, the 2nd factory. It's, like, always the same patterns, you know? Focus on that. That's the most important thing in SC2. And that's how you can get, like, gem the easiest way, basically. Well, the easiest is if you cheese, honestly, but you get the idea, right? Now, this game is messed up. Like, this game is really chaotic right now. So, like, it's, like, hard to follow the patterns. So because of how this game is going, what I would recommend is, like, look at my work counter. I have 81. 81 should always be the maximum. Never go, like, past, like, 80 something. Like, that's more than enough. So I don't make any SCVs anymore because I have more than enough. So right now my main focus is not on that anymore. My main focus from now on is gonna be adding more command centers and getting the right units. Getting upgrades
Not enough minerals.
and all that kind of stuff.
Add-on. Insufficient
So,
Vespene gas.
why am I not making ghosts right now?
Command center upgrade.
Like this now
complete.
goes very in depth. So why am I not making ghosts right now, you might ask?
Vespene base
Well, before adding
insufficient
ghosts,
Vespene
this
gas.
also answers another frequently asked question.
Now what?
Honestly, I don't even know if that's a frequently asked question or not. But you might have that question in mind and you just haven't asked that yet. So let me answer it, even if you haven't asked it.
Here's your stuff.
But basically, some people in the past at least have asked,
Our SCVs
why
are
do
under
people
attack.
not just go ghost like on 2 bases or 1 base or 3 base? Why am I not just turtling on 3 base and I get ghosts, you know? Why am I like going for like a 4 base setup? Like why am I not making ghosts right now?
Base is
It's
under
like that
attack.
question. Why am I not just getting ghosts? It's the best unit in the game. Why am I not getting it right now? Because before you get ghosts, you need to get upgrades. I'm getting 3-3. I'm getting like my tank upgrades. And now I can go for ghosts. Like now I'm on 4 base. I have 8 barracks with tech labs. 4 tech labs. Now we can build ghosts. And you know what this guy is doing? He's not focused on the basics. He's harassing with his muta list like Cero does. Even though his harassment is as good as Cero's, I highly doubt that he's macroing in the background. So even though it looks like we're getting outplayed, because we're just focusing so much on our macro more than anything, we're probably still way ahead. And I mean, you can just make like 20,000 turrets if you want to. Like, I can make 20k turrets, that's gonna be okay. Because my macro is that far ahead.
Not enough.
But yeah, that's the general idea. So now it's time to add Ghost. Well, ideally I would have attacked as well. I'm kind of not attacking.
Command
So
center
let's do that
upgrade.
now. Let's go for an attack. But you need to trade your units as well. That's another thing to always keep in mind.
Command
You need to
center
at some point like
Our
trade so you
SCVs are under attack.
We have 1 army over here, 1 army over here. And I would just scan ahead. Here's mass banelings, pre-split. And siege tanks, pre-split. How do I split? You pre-split. Look at my split. Like I don't even have to split. It's all perfect already. It's all perfect. I don't even have to micro. I can just A-move. My marines are already split. Like some of them can run away. Like this. Bam. Perfect split. There we go. And GG. He got me with that bait at the beginning. Burrow is not basic because it's worse than Stim. I don't get that. Burrow is not basic? Like, it's useless. It's not basic, it's useless. Like, what is a Zergling that is like bird in front of my base gonna do? Like, of course, it kind of spots my army. But there's like so many things that you can focus on that are more important than like single-handedly burrowing Zerglings on the map, you know? Like, not even pro Zergs in the past have gone for like burrowed banelings, even though in theory, like burrowed banelings are the best thing ever. Right? Like in theory, burrowed banelings are so good. But in practice, you just don't have the APM to execute them. And then usually they are quite underwhelming in practice. So that's why you never see them. The basics are the most important. The basics. The basics are always the most important. Can barely hear me? Is the in-game sound too loud? Still? Like when there's a big fight happening, can you hear me? I don't really want to mess too much. Oh wait, I didn't. I mean, I can probably just make this louder, and then maybe it's better. I don't know, maybe the volume in total is now louder. I don't know. I'm already speaking quite loudly because I realized that maybe the microphone is not
Not enough.
loud enough. Is it better now, or? I mean,
Not
during the
enough
fights, it
minerals.
could be too quiet. Because the sound during the fight is a lot louder than outside. Oh, I want to do a challenge. I want to do 4 SCVs. Let's kill some.
Go ahead. Let's go. Go ahead. SCV ready. You scared me.
I think we have to like be careful now. I could start losing games with that.
Not enough minerals. 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 Not enough minerals.
I'm not doing a challenge right now, by the way. I'm just ranking up a new account.
Not enough.
I'm just ranking up a new account.
SCV ready.
Not enough.
In case you
minerals.
wonder, why am I ranking up a new account? Well, I only have accounts that are like 6.4, 6.57k, you know? So right now it's like very early on in the day, so I just cannot find a game. So I just decided at some point I just have to rank up an account so that we can,
Not enough minerals.
so that we have like an alternative, you know? What I want is like having a 5k account, and then I can do like stuff like Wood Mine only, for example. I can have an account at 5k and then we start playing Wood Mine only. What do we think about that? I think that's fun. But in order to get there, I just need that 5k account. I just can't, like, I just have to do it at some point. So I just figured, because I'm doing an early stream today, it might be the best case. And I'm just gonna try and make some educational content out of it. I'm just gonna try and make it a little bit more educational right now, because I'm ranking up an account. I hope you enjoy that. Also, to every German that lives in Hamburg, I'm currently in the MOUZ Sports headquarters, and we open our venue today. That's why I'm here in Hamburg. I am from Cologne. Oh my god, look at that, the Reaper shows up. I don't have anything. This reminds me of the one SCV only challenge. I get nightmares. If you are from Hamburg,
Command center upgrade
you
complete.
are allowed to come by and visit us here in the headquarters. We're doing like a CS show match later today, but mainly you can come by and talk to me if you want to. Yeah, it opens at 1 PM. So definitely consider. Your Reaper is gonna die, but killed 2 SCVs. That's very good for him. So once again,
Not enough
like you can see my micro was sloppy there, right? Like it wasn't like perfect. But that doesn't matter. This is like, I'm in chill mode. I'm just, I'm in chill mode first of all. But like, I'm really just focusing on what is required. So I'm just constantly making SCVs, I'm constantly making Marines. I follow my build. I don't get distracted. So even though we just got harassed by the Reapers, I just do what my build order says. And what does my build order say? Well, I don't even have a build. But I have knowledge. And the knowledge that I have is, I always make SCVs. I always make SCVs. And if I have too much money, I make an expansion. That's my knowledge. I need tech as well. Like, obviously I need to, like, tech up. So as soon as I had, like, too many workers on the minerals, I started taking my gas. And obviously I need that gas because the factory in TVT is required. For example, in the TVZ, I decided to open up differently. When I played the TVZ, I decided to go into a 3rd command center straight away and I cut the gas. Why? Because in TVZ it's not mandatory to go for a factory. You can also just go ahead and like throw down another command center if you really want to. So like you have more options in that matchup. Here, I'm playing more in 2 base, I take my gas, and then we go into a factory, we get a cyclone, as well as a starport, because it's mandatory. It's just mandatory in TVT. How often do you see like a Terran go for like a Viking push? Very often. What is also good against it is just send out a Marine for like some scouting info. And what is also good against a tank push, maybe not on this map, but question to the chat. Now you can drop your knowledge. What is good if you're on 2 base trying to defend, like, let's say, a 1 base tank all-in? What is a good option that you have in the early game that isn't like a starport or like a factory tool? Like, what other tools do I have other than that in the defense? Oh, he has a third already. What other tools do we have if we want to defend something? No, not out of the starport, not out of the factory. You're thinking too complicated. That's not good. You're thinking too complicated.
Insufficient.
Leaving the game, that is an option for sure, but no. We're not. We're fighters.
Not enough
Marines. Bunkers. Yeah, bunker is the answer. That's the answer. Bunkers. Just get a single bunker in your natural. Well, this map has a pocket base, so it's a little bit different on this map. But just make a bunker. A bunker is a lot of times like really freaking good. And it can save your life. In the early game. Bunker is like really good. Remember that. We're getting harassed, but we're just focusing on the basics still. We're obviously defending against it, but we're just focusing on making SCVs in the process. We don't really care so much about the harassment. Let's put some units there though. Like, now we know he's gonna not do anything crazy. But yeah, once again, we're just focusing on the macro. We don't even care that he already has a third. That's just how it is. We're just gonna focus on our own build. So we're like saturating our base. So look at this, 12 out of 12, we have double gas. Here, this is done. We can make add-on switches. We have like double Raven. We can now start the tank production. We have double eBay. Let's first get upgrades and then tanks. Let's get 2 more barracks, because this is always the same setup. We go up to 5 barracks and 8. We're saturated here as well, so let's expand. Let's not get supply block. That's another thing that I have in mind. And now we're also going to apply what I told you in the paint lesson. So what did I tell you in the paint lesson? So in the paint lesson I told you something, and that is the setup. So let's get the setup. Rally point in the natural or on the main base ramp. Check. Turrets in the main base. In this case, in the pocket natural is probably better. So let's just get like 2 turrets here. Sensor tower at the 3rd. And now we have the setup. This is the setup.
Not enough minerals.
Planetary at the 4th, but we don't even have a 4th yet. The bunker at the 3rd is good, yeah. In TVT, not necessary, but you can always get it. Yeah, why not? Just get a bunker. It's honestly, it's good. Yeah, in TVT even it's not mandatory in TVT, but it's good.
Not enough minerals. Not enough.
And if you want to be like really precise, ideally what you want to have as well, I think.
Not enough.
Because we're playing a TVT, you know? We're playing a TVT.
Not enough minerals.
So there's one more special case in TVT. Like either, or you can do both. Just get another sensor tower in your main. And leave some marines in the main. I'm just gonna select like 10 marines and a siege tank. And I'm just gonna send like 10 marines and a tank inside my base. To be able to defend what? A doom drop. So these marines are just gonna stay here. I'm gonna put them on patrol. Then it looks like they're moving. And yeah. We're just focusing on our macro, nothing else. We're playing single player. Sometimes you need to scout as well. Scouting is an important tool. So just like seeing if the other guy is like playing normal is good as well.
Insufficient.
Let's save this guy over here.
Insufficient.
So we just use the scan. And what do we see? Well, we see bio. That's more than enough. We just see him play bio. That's totally fine. Our goal is to max out on tanks and marines. That's our goal right now. We have enough money for the 2nd factory. These guys just continue to make SCVs. And you know, nothing is happening. So now we can take the next step, which use the marines for map control. So I'm just spreading out marines on the map. and putting them in like all different positions, you know? An additional turret here never hurts. Better make a couple more turrets than not have any, you know? And now, once again, the goal is to just max out on tanks and marines and then go for it. You don't even have to max out. You can also like move out without being maxed, because then you have reinforcements that can defend you.
Mineral field depleted.
Either way, we're gonna wait until we're maxed, and we're gonna follow the pattern, which is, the pattern says we have to go up to 8 barracks, so we do 8 barracks. We're perfectly saturated. Like as you can see, I'm now fixing my economy. We're now perfectly saturated on every single base. I don't need the gas at my base here. You can get it. You can get the gas. You can also go for like, in TVT, like you can also go for air control. So let's do that actually. We're going for air control. So I'm making like 6 medevacs or 8. 8 is actually too much. So we expand, we go up to a higher SCV count. And now what we're gonna do is after we get the 3-3 upgrades. By the way, spread your tanks in TVT. It's always nice to like have tanks in all spots. So I'm just gonna siege them up like this. And now what I'm gonna do is the same thing like I told you in the other game. What did I tell you in the other game? Well, why am I not getting additional starport? Because first I get my upgrades. So 3-3, that's main priority right now. We're getting 3-3.
Insufficient Vespine gas.
So now, this is the point. I'm maxed out. I have all my upgrades. This is the point in the game where we spend our money for even further tech in TVT. And in TVT, you can make more turrets, and then you can also go up to double starport. We're getting air control. Oh, he's going for it? What is this? Yeah. And because we played so marine heavy, we can also like kind of just move out and take a fight here. Just remake those marines. That was a pretty bad fight, honestly. I could have done a much better job. We're kind of reset now. If you want to play the good TVT, you get ravens, by the way. But like you can see, oh, my marines are stuck here. We're just F2ing now, by the way. Because like now, I don't think Doom Drop is something we have to worry about ever. Like now we just use our production. We can use F2. Doesn't really matter. The trade was fine. It's a little bit of a reset. And now we can just focus on spending the money. And spending the money is so easy. Because like, look at my production. Look at this. It's beautiful. We can even get like a second armory and like start getting air upgrades. The macro is getting like out of control right now. We can even like expand, of course. We need a 5th base at some point, because as you can see, I'm mining out. We can even go for more starports. What about that? We don't need to make marines, by the way. In TVT, the maxed out army of like Tank, Viking, Raven is usually really powerful. Let's get rid of that tank, by the way. I see a tank here. Just get rid of it. I can. Bam. And yeah, it doesn't matter if you're behind in bases. Like, just do your thing, you know? Like, I don't really care what the other guy is doing. I know what units I have to get in this matchup. And then I just can, like, play from behind to some extent. Not really behind, but we're just playing really defensive. We're just trying to perfect our playstyle and micro and do it that way. So, for example, here, we're utilizing the Raven now. Bam, 1 matrix. There's just a couple tanks. We can easily fight into that. Use one oh, I didn't use that. And anti-armor missile. And there's a lot of Vikings, but we can counter that with marines. I just pulled back my medevacs because I don't want them to get sniped. So what do we do if the other guy has a lot of Vikings? I think if the other guy has a lot of Vikings, what we should be doing is get a lot of Vikings ourselves and get upgrades. We have to go for air control. Air control is very important if you play the slow TVT like I'm doing. You could also play the more like aggressive TVT and just go like tank marine only and then doom drop, doom drop, doom drop. But we're doing the more like classy approach. We're doing like our own Viking composition. So eventually we want to go into a composition that mostly consists of Viking, siege tanks, and ravens. That's going to be our main composition. And we're getting there. We're really getting there. Let's take a couple more expansions. Siege up a tank here in case he goes for it. There's still the bunker. You can keep it there. Just use scans. Use sensor towers. Could have gotten like a sensor tower here way earlier. And right now my main focus is just getting enough Vikings out. I'm just gonna trade some of my units here, by the way, because I have a lot of Marines that I don't really need. So I'm just gonna trade out my Marines here. Maybe not waste every single medevac. I just want to get some supply so I can like pre-max on the Vikings. Oh, he's making a massive mistake there. I just want to be able to max out on my own Vikings, basically. So I'm just trying to trade away my Marines. Like now in late game TVT, tanks and Vikings are the most important. Marines are a good way to spend your minerals. So when you're playing a late game TVT like this, you have to like think about it like this. When do I get Marines? Well, if I have way too many minerals. Right now, we should really get an army that only consists of Vikings, tanks, and some ravens. I'm not making ravens right now because I want to catch up to the Viking count. So as you can see now, I have more Vikings than my opponent. So I can focus on getting some ravens again. But honestly, like my army now is unbeatable. So I'm just gonna go for it. And I don't think there's anything you can do against it. Like my army is just unbeatable. I'm gonna go right in. We're gonna like headbutt in. Anti-armor missile, matrix, 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 and just go. Another matrix on that tank, and just go. Siege up our own tank line, and that should be really good. We make Raven Viking tank, and we're just chilling. We have air control, and now we just siege forward the tanks. Get maybe even a sensor tower because we can. At this point, I'm being really annoying. But yeah, this double planetary setup is not really efficient either. And we're just waiting, like we're taking it step by step, you know. So first we'll take out this base. I'm just gonna send like 2 tanks to take out the rest. We're gonna take out this position step by step. Take out this position. TVT can be very slow. It's very easy to just be really slow. Like
Mineral field depleted.
maybe we need some tanks at home as well in case he does a counter attack. Like I guess now we can maybe salvage even the bunker. So yeah, he's doing something over there. So I'm just gonna leave a couple tanks behind. And I send my army towards the position that gets attacked. Leave a couple tanks over there. Oh no, 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 no. Okay, we have way more, like, enough Vikings, right? We have enough Vikings. So let's focus on getting tank marine again. So that the counter attacks are not being too annoying. Step by step, let's clear up the tanks down there, and then let's do the rest. We're just gonna quickly land on top of these, and now we focus on here. Oh, I didn't want to lose those. I need to drop some room. Oh my god, he's on top of that base as well. That's really annoying. I need to repair that. Okay, we need to clear up this now, which I think is easily possible if we just matrix, matrix, matrix. And honestly, we can probably even use like landed Vikings here. Trade them out. And just get the position back. A lot of times, like spreading your tanks is the way to go. That's usually the most efficient you can do. So just like spread out your tanks. Usually the most efficient you can do. Honestly, I don't have a lot of supply. His macro is quite good. So I kind of paying a price here. But like spreading out your tanks is mandatory. I didn't do that and I paid the price because of that. So what I mean with like spreading out my tanks, like I have 2 tanks here. This position he can never break. There's 2 tanks over there. Like look at what he's doing. He's actually doing it. He's spreading himself. So then I have to use matrix. And we just F2 and go for it, by the way. My units are really spread, but that's actually a good thing in this case. That my units are like so spread. Do I have enough?
Not enough.
Doesn't necessarily look like we have enough right now, so I'm gonna siege forward with those.
Not
We need to use F2. But like I have tanks spread out, you know, like there's still a tank over there, which is gonna be good. He's honestly doing a very good job. I wasn't expecting that. It's getting really chaotic and even hard for me to like manage, basically. It's not easy right now.
Not enough minerals.
Even as this expansion, man, is he like is he smurfing? His macro suddenly is a lot more scary. We need to be really careful right now. Even as this expansion.
Not enough. Not enough minerals.
Okay, so
Not enough minerals. Not.
it got a little bit too cocky, it feels like, right? So we have to like, we got a little bit baited. It looked like he had nothing left, but suddenly he has like so much more.
Not enough minerals.
So what we're gonna do is,
Not enough.
we're once again gonna focus on the
Not
basics.
enough minerals.
We have to max out,
Not enough.
get a
Not
good
enough
army,
minerals.
and just go for it. So what is a good like way to come back? It's to go for the YOLO composition. What is the YOLO composition in TVT?
Not enough.
Just
minerals.
Raven, Tank, Marine. That's the YOLO composition. Just go mass Raven, Tank, Marine. That's what we're gonna do.
Is under attack.
We use the Matrix to clear the tanks, and we just avoid
Not enough.
the
minerals.
Vikings at all costs. That's what we're doing.
Not enough minerals. Not enough.
We
minerals.
don't care about air control anymore.
Not enough.
We give up on that.
Not enough.
I'm just caring about taking a fight with the Matrix. The Matrix is our best friend right now. So spreading out
Not
tanks,
enough minerals.
and then just using the mobility and counter attacks in order to take the fight.
Not enough minerals.
There's a PF over here. We're not gonna break that very easily. So you can see the Vikings are moving to this side of the map. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna defend that planetary first, because it's our only base that is currently mining. So we can just crush this fight. Like he doesn't even have tanks here. We can just
Is under.
crush this army. Let's not waste the Ravens. So we just crush the army down here, defend our base. This base is mining again now.
Not enough minerals.
And now we make sure that we have tanks again in this position. This.
Not enough.
A couple
minerals.
turrets never hurt. And now we make sure we break the other position. So use the Raven. Raven is like so strong.
Not enough minerals.
Like look at me. Just boop boop boop. Matrix, matrix, matrix. And then we just clear the position down
Not
here.
enough minerals.
And then we take the center.
Depleted.
Spread the tanks. Beach them up. Never fight into the Vikings with your Ravens. Try and avoid that.
Our
We're gonna shift click some tanks over here, just like he does. But yeah, our main goal is always to not fly, like we wanna like matrix the tanks, but we don't wanna fly into the Vikings with the Ravens. So I'm always gonna zone the Vikings, at least that's the theory. I would like to zone the Vikings with my Marines,
Not enough minerals.
and then the Ravens can do the rest. So here are the Vikings, we go away from them. The Marines, they zone the Vikings, we just fly to the side. And then we see if we can get him from this angle. So we just matrix that tank. We matrix this tank. We can headbutt with one Raven like this, because then at least that tank is matrix. And then we just go in. Zone his Vikings with our Marines, and then matrix. Oh, run away from the Vikings. Oh, another tank over here. Oh, another tank. Oh, it's more than just one tank. Let's drop some auto turret as well. Like now I have to YOLO in because it's like every unit that I have. My army consists only of the ravens right now. He is confused. Who the fuck am I? I mean, isn't it obvious? My name is Mero Harin. Oh, there's ads coming now. Fuck. 7 ads for some people. This game went on for way too long now.
Mineral field depleted.
So this base is cleared. We can take it finally. Raven, Marine, Tank is our composition. Raven, Marine, Tank.
Our SCVs are under attack.
So here, these tanks I want to clear.
Mineral field
So let's use the
depleted.
Ravens. We have tanks like sieged up everywhere, so they are doing a good job either way, you know. And now I can just focus on clearing this position. We have the mobility and we use it. Just like that. Whoop. There's still a tank here. We're gonna be careful.
Our SCVs
Oh, Matrix.
are under attack.
Take out this position. Oh, there's still a tank here, tank there. He's also sieging them up like everywhere, so really hard to deal with. Okay, let's F2. I think it's time to clear the most important bases,
Acceptable landing zone.
which are the bases to the south here. And as you can see, my supply is getting really good again. Oh my god, he has a F here as well. Like, is this guy a Smurf or something? He's playing like so macro heavy. Okay, let's not let him move like through the center like that again.
Our SCVs are under attack.
We're just gonna siege up tanks here. That, like, this is a technique you can use against planetoids. Just siege up tanks. Like, he's doing the same technique. Eventually, we're gonna get the clear up. Okay, this is our time. We're gonna matrix the tanks. And then just go. Tanks are matrix. And we just go. No Vikings to worry about. Go, go, go. I need gas. I'm lacking gas right now. Let's get some of that gas. Can I finally expand here? Yes, we can. Okay, I think he has nothing left. We cleared the base in the south. And honestly, this game became like extremely difficult. For a second, I thought I might have thrown it away. I feel like this game was competitive, wasn't it? This game was legit, like, I really thought I had lost it at some
Mineral
point.
field depleted.
I don't want to lose because then I'm just smurfing even more. I just want to get like high MMR as fast as possible. So we can do like some mass Widow Mine games or something like that, you know? If there was a way to avoid playing against like low MMR people, I would love to do that, but unfortunately there's no way. And playing on my main account, I've tried that, I just can't find a game, so. We're doing more thermal style content over here.
Mineral field depleted.
He actually so frustrated, isn't he? Oh yeah, I'm sorry. But I mean, my name is Mero Harin. Can't you figure out it's me? Was this guy... Wait, he's like 3 point... Is that 3.3k? Or was he like messing around himself? I think he was like 3.3k. I don't think he was smurfing. He was just a macro Terran himself, you know. His macro was very good, like, he had like all the expansions. It's just that his efficiency wasn't as good. Man, this was like the first game he's played for like months. I don't think he was a Smurf, no. Like, I don't think we can prove it, you know? But I'm just saying he played a little bit like, you know, he played a little bit like it. Like, you know, in my 1SCV challenge, like, let me show you something. So in my 1SCV challenge, I encountered, I think, a Smurf in my first game. Let me get to the account. What was my account again that I used? This one? Let me show you something. I think we encountered a Smurf when I did that challenge. Yeah, here. The first guy I played, this guy, I think this guy was a Smurf. This was my first placement, at least. Yeah. This guy is a Smurf, for example. When I did the 1SCV challenge, I encountered this guy. And he did, like, hidden expansion. And then he started losing, and then he, like that's what, like, people do that are smurfing. They're, like, trolling. They're, like, taking the entire map with, like, bases, and then they just, like, make battle cruisers or something. Like, this is what a Smurf looks like. Yeah, playing with their food. I don't think he was playing with his food. I think my opponent was legit. I think my opponent was pretty damn legit in that regard. If anything, I'm just positively surprised, you know? That's all I'm saying. Like, I'm just positively surprised by his macro. I'm like, that was good macro, man. You took the entire map. You macroed very well. I'm not really judging. Who's in the back? We're opening up the venue right now. So if we're going to the Mouseboard's like website, you can see what's going on here. Let me see if I can show it to you. Let me see. If you Google like MOUZ headquarter opening or something like that, yeah, you're literally just gonna find it. So let me show you. If we go on this, there you go. I literally just Googled this, and then you go here, opening event. That's what we're doing right now. I'm at this place. So currently, you're looking at. Can you even see like the streaming room? Let me see if I can find some pictures. So I'm here in this location. So if I'm looking to my right, this is what you're looking at. So the people are like walking by here. We have like a little stage set up. Yeah. There isn't really a better picture than this. So you can walk like to the right here. You can walk. Ah, yeah, here. See this booth over here? This is where I'm sitting at. This place here. There's like two like rooms where you can sit and stream like I'm doing now. And then you see the people walk by here. This is where you see them walk. They're walking through this area here. Walking by the booth to my right. Yeah. It's open to everybody today. There's a huge line currently. Currently, there's a huge line. People were camping. Vielen Dank für das Game gerade. Gerne, freut mich zu hören, dass es dir gefallen hat. Yeah, you will see me more often here in the future, I think. Today is just a little bit of a test. We have a scuffed setup, like the start was pretty scuffed. But I think we made something out of it. The start of the stream. I will still be here for another hour, and then I have to do other stuff. We're doing some shows here and stuff like that. Later on, we're gonna stream like a CS show match. So, yeah. Honestly, really good stream today. I really love doing this educational content. I hope you enjoy it as well. Obviously, right now, I'm doing something that I would like to avoid. I'm doing like a bronze 2 GM or unranked 2 GM. I hate doing that, but like I said, I'm very open about it, and I just want to say I hate what I'm doing right now. Like, I hate the fact that I have to like rank up a new account, but I'm trying to do it in a fun way. So like, let's kill some of our SCVs. I forgot about that. 6 is good. Let's play some Heart of the Swarm. I'm at least trying to make it more fair. Like the last game, I nearly lost, but I don't want to lose any games, because if I lose a game, it just means I have to smurf more. So I love doing the educational content. I just really don't like ranking up a new account. But yeah, that's just the only way I can do it. And in the morning, I love doing the educational content. Like, I just love that. It's like early on in the day, we can do some content like this. I just really enjoy that. There's gonna be more stuff like that on YouTube as well. Yeah. So I'm just trying to do the best out of ranking up a new account. All my other accounts are like 6.4, 6.7. So if I'm like searching a game on them, it takes forever. I just simply cannot find a game. That is the reason I'm doing this.
Not enough minerals.
If the every time they do this, every time they are doing this on this MMR guy. Oh my god, he pulled the SCV. Oh, okay, let's give him the SCV. Here, take it. Take it. Why is everybody doing this? It's not a good move. Even if you kill the SCV, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. It's only worth it if you do it right, you know? How do you do this move right? Well, you just pull like 5 or 5 SCVs. You have to pull 5 SCVs and then go for the surround. If I encounter that, then I'm impressed. But like pulling like 10 SCVs and trying to kill the SCV scouting, don't do that. Don't. It's not worth it. You should not even get the kill in the first place. You only get it because the other guy is not paying attention. But even if you do get the kill, just don't. Select like less SCVs and try and do it. Like get more precise in it. But like taking the entire mineral line, it just hurts to see that.
Not enough energy.
I'm hurt.
Not enough minerals. Not enough.
When you use Liberator or Banshees, preferably I wouldn't use them. I think they're not the best units to be utilizing though. I think what you should be focusing on if you want to get better is not only the basics, but in terms of unit composition, you want to go for like mobility, you know? Like the easiest way of like getting better is like to all in. So like just like making a composition that is more mid-game heavy, I think is better. Just get shit done, you know? Just do stuff. And like, Liberators are preventing you from doing stuff, so I don't like them because of that. Liberators just prevent you from being like active. They're like siege units, they are really boring. I prefer just getting the right setup and then stick to it. So the way that I utilized the Ravens in TVT in the last game, I think this is how you should play the game. Ravens, of course they are difficult to use, but I think it's mandatory. If you want to be a good like TVT player, you just have to learn on how to use the Raven. It's gonna help you a lot. The Raven is so good in TVT. It's absolutely amazing. Let me tell you that much. Oh, hello there. My units are about to come out, so I'll be able to take care of the Reapers here. There you go. So as you can see, I'm always like opening up with a safety cyclone. I get a tech lab on my starboard. These are just the basics that we always talk about. These are the compositions you really want to go for. Then we get tanks, we get another gas, and we're getting a third command center as soon as we have the money. Primarily what we want to do right now is like spend our gas on the Raven and tank production. And then if we have enough minerals, that's when we throw down a command center. And obviously don't forget the upgrade for the matrix. Very important as well.
Not enough minerals.
Constant tank production, constant SCV production. Marine production, not important. Like right now I don't really have the supply to make marines. Like marines are cheap and fast to produce. So you can kind of like, don't have to make them all the time. If I have the money I can, like now I might as well make a few more marines. Especially early on in the game. Like I need a certain marine count to be able to defend off stuff like early attacks, like Reaper attacks or drops or whatever. I just need some. And in this game, I'm even gonna go for like a hyper defensive composition. So we're gonna, oh, Liberator over here. Just we have enough units in the main base to deal with this. And we even get it, perfect. There you go. Triple Raven into Viking production. That's what we're aiming for. Or actually, let's swap already. 2 Ravens into Viking production. That's usually the safe route. Let's matrix this. He's not gonna look at... Yeah, anyways, we're just matrixing that. It's gonna not take out as many SCVs. And then we just get the clear up on that Liberator. Still have units in the main for like another lib or like a drop. And then the rest of our forces will be in the natural. At this point we can sell the bunker. So he's scanning. That's usually a sign of like, I want to attack you. So I'm just gonna send a marine out to see if it's actually going. And he is. And now this is why the Raven is like so good. This is why. First I'm gonna clear this tank by sieging in range of it. Then I'm just gonna unsiege. And we just do this. Boop, boop. Oh, I don't have another matrix. So I guess we're gonna use the siege mode here. I thought I had double matrix. This is a little bit scary. So I should have taken my time. This is annoying that the Liberator is still alive. I didn't pull my units. So now he's getting in range. Oh, no. Small micro mistake, but I'm still making SCVs. I'm just gonna kill this guy over there. And I have 2 my units from the main. Let's get upgrades. Let's expand. We're about to clear him here, so that's fine. Let's not go in tank range though, because we need to utilize the Ravens. Very important. Just utilize the Ravens. We have air control, like we can also like try and siege forward. That's annoying because he's gonna get the kill there.
Add-on complete. Research complete.
That's an even trait. It is getting a little bit annoying because I really want to expand right now. Like I'm oversaturated. I want to expand, my friend. He just doesn't let me expand right now, and I'm getting really pissed by that. So there's a tank line right in front of our base. What do we do about it? Well, honestly, right now, there's not much we can do. We kind of have to just embrace it and wait. Like, you can be patient, you know? Like, I have no way of, like, breaking out right now. I need to wait for the right tools. What are the right tools? Well, enough Raven energy, for example. Or I could have made medevacs for mobility. But I'm taking a little bit of a different approach here. I'm gonna just try and get in range with my tanks. Because he's not paying attention. So now I'm in range with those tanks. And we can use the matrices. Use the matrix. Boop, matrix. And now, it took a while. It really did take a while, but we've finally done it. We've cleared the position, and now we can expand. And now what do we do? Well, I draw you a picture earlier today. Maybe you saw it. So how do we defend? Rally point, natural, check. Oh,
Additional
so
supply.
you still attack.
Mineral field.
Sensor tower third, check. Turret
Additional
third, check.
research.
Matrix, tank. Oh.
Additional Additional
Sensor
supply
tower third,
depots
check.
required.
Bunker third, check. Turrets main, check. And in
Mineral field
TVT,
depleted.
additionally, you want to get maybe some marines in your base to be able to like defend off a doom drop. That's another thing that you can put on your checklist. So let's do
Additional
that.
supply depots
And just like that, we have a defense. Just like that. We've got ourselves a nice little defense. We have a turret ring. 4 turrets is more than enough. We have a bunch of marines, even the cyclone. We're just gonna put it there. We're expanding towards the 4th. We're getting additional upgrades. I'm a little bit supply blocked. I need more medevacs. And yeah, we're gonna spread the tanks. That's the last thing we're gonna do. We're gonna spread out the tanks that we have. Make sure that we cover like most angles, you know. And then we go 8 racks. And in this game, we're not gonna utilize the late game.
Not enough minerals.
So what does that mean? This game, we're skipping the late game. How does that work?
Not enough
Well,
minerals.
you just stay on a mid-game composition forever. And there's one thing that you need to know about it in TVT. We're basically playing like Björn in this game. So how does Björn play TVT? He goes 8 racks and he never takes more than 3 gas. Like he never goes up to more than 3 base gas mining. And then what he does is he's being active with marines. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our ravens, we're gonna take our marines, and we're just going on the map. We're gonna siege up tanks in all locations. Like we have tanks here that are covering everything. We have a tank at the 4th. We have the rally point in natural. And now what we do is we just stay on a lower SCV count, like 70 something is like lower. We just go 8 barracks, mass reactors, good upgrades. And we just pump out marine medevac tank. We go on the map like this and then see, oh yeah, he's here. Well, he's here. Let's move somewhere else. And the Raven is key. Like, look at how good the Raven is. This tank, not important. This tank, not important. We can matrix this guy over there. Oh, yeah, I did matrix him. There you go. And then we can just move in over here and just dive right in. Björn style. We just dive right in, get rid of many tanks and most of his Vikings. And then after we micro the marines, like I'm just microing those marines over here, we just send them back and we take the reinforcements. Now, do I want to unsiege the tanks that I have? No, not really.
Not enough minerals.
What we can do is, for example, we can pick up some of our units and then once again do the same thing. We just have like units on the map. We have a good defense. And then we just get stuff done. So we send these units to the bottom. I see a sensor tower here, so I'm kind of triggered. And what we're gonna do now is we're gonna focus on this side over here. And we're gonna take it step by step.
Complete.
Okay, you just put a sensor tower there for no reason. That got us. So we're just microing this army over here. We're scanning ahead.
Base is
Oh, we're being attacked, but we have a tank here and we have reinforcements here. Just take the reinforcements and defend. And then we have a counter attack, and that's how you set up. Just have tanks like siege up like this, and these units for the counter attack.
mineral field depleted.
And now, what we can do is we can siege the rally point, and that is just nasty. We're gonna siege in range of these tanks.
Insufficient rescue
And now we even start multitasking like a grandmaster. This is not fair, obviously. Always use scans ahead. Like, always scan ahead. Oh, there's no tank. We'll just go for it. Oh, we're getting cleared here. That's a planter. The skin kind of makes it hard to see that it's a planter, but it is. And we just make tanks and marines in the background with good production. And we win. Pretty dicey when he got the siege on us, but yeah. We won the game by just utilizing the Raven to our advantage, basically. the Raven, as you can see, MVP, right? Best platinum player in the world. No F2. You can also use F2. You know, there's a hotkey trick that I like to use when I separate my army. Let me show you a hotkey trick. There's a hotkey trick that I love to use. Let me show you a small hotkey trick. I have this in my video. I made a video in the past that is called like how to use F2. So here, this is a technique that I frequently use, especially when I play the tank marine style. So let's say you have an army like I just had, you know? Like I have an army. I also have tanks like defensive. So here's what I do. So let's say I have like, too many medevacs. Let's say I have like 10 medevacs with like 200 supply, close to like 200 supply. So this is my army in the main base, right? So this army I have sitting in my main base. And I want to like split the army, like the same way I just did. So one technique that I really love to utilize is I put 4 medevacs full of marines, and I use this as a marine squad on the map. So what I'm doing is I'm like picking up like 4 medevacs worth of marines, and then I just send them somewhere. But now this is the trick. And actually I don't have hotkeys enabled here. Let me do that quickly so you can see. So how do I hotkey this? So now these medevacs I select. That's the first thing I do. I select the medevacs and I put them on the hotkey I want. So I have medevacs on this hotkey and everything here. So now how do I like manage my hotkeys? And this even works if you have like the tank siege up in other positions. So let's say I have the tanks like spread like this. This also works. So the way that I do this is I'm basically selecting F2. Like I press F2. I hotkey everything on 1. And then I select my medevacs. And then I use the Alt hotkey. Alt plus 2. And that way I now have my entire army like this. And these tanks, like I don't even need to care. Like these are defending my third or whatever. It doesn't matter. Like I can have them in the same control group. They're not gonna unsiege. And then my other hotkey is the medevacs that I want to have on the map. And just like that, I have 2 army hotkeys. So once again, the way to do it, F2, select everything. Then select the medevac, Alt 2 on another hotkey, and bam, there you go. This is a technique I always use. It's really good. Okay, let's play some ads, guys. I have to go offline in like 30 minutes, so let's get some more games going in the meantime. F2 is one of the best hotkeys you can utilize. If you know how to utilize it, it's extremely good. Vision on the map is not as important as using it, because it can give you like speed. I think if a lot of players are better with F2, I think. Oh wait, we want to do a little bit of this technique. The kill all your SCVs technique and then send 1 scouting boy. Scouting boy. I wonder when I'm gonna lose, because these games are extremely tough, actually. Like, they get really tough at some point, and then I still manage it really well, I think. But yeah, this is kind of hard. In a situation like that, do you normally have your tanks on a separate hotkey? No, I actually don't hotkey my tanks a lot. I just click on them and siege them. Or use tab. But usually I just click on them. I'm not like hotkeying my tanks in a situation where I split my army into 2. Go for the surround! I'm playing with them. Come on, go for the surround. Go for the surround. Let's just sacrifice the SV. Oh no. This guy is smart. He didn't go for the surround. This guy is smart. I can tell that I'm already playing at high MMR because of that. Legit good move by him. I love that. Not going for the surround was the play. Definitely. Yes! Yes, 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 that was important. Oh, thank God. Fuck, no. That grenade. At least he's gonna sacrifice the Reaper, that's good. Oh no, he's not. There's a Hellion. That's bad. No, there's another. No, I lose. GG. Oh, there's no game sound. Oh, sorry. I'm playing without headset. Yeah, the move there with the low ground Marines was what lost me the game. But yeah, this is the point where when they sent the Reaper across the map, I might lose. So now we need to make sure we win every game. I lost one game, so now let's win every game. Because otherwise I'm like too much in elo hell, you know? Like if I lose a game, it means I have to win 2 more in order to get like my MMR. And I don't want to smurf, so...
Not enough minerals.
Let's make sure we don't lose anymore.
Not enough minerals.
I just wanna, like I said, I don't wanna smurf. I just wanna quickly rank up. And then at like 5k or more, whatever, we can start doing stuff like mass widow mines. In fact, we can already do them now.
Not enough minerals.
Like we can already do them now. Do you really hear a Marine? Oh my God, I beat Fury. So now, or actually, wait, no, I want to do educational content first of all. Let's continue doing educational content. I think it's better than doing, yes, I do, I should have wrote. I should have wrote, yes, I do. Damn it, I could have trolled him a little bit. With, my own English skills. I'm not gonna go mass widow mine or whatever yet, because I want to do more educational content. Like I said, I really love doing educational content, and you're gonna be seeing like more of that kind of stuff in the future. This is the kind of stuff I just enjoy doing. It's just that a lot of times I can't, because I'm like, you know, like ladder is kind of hard to do it on. So when I'm ranking up a new account, it's usually the best environment. That's why like bronze to GM guides are usually good. because then it's easier to explain
Command
things
center
when you're
upgrade
playing.
complete.
Though, like, starting at bronze, not really. But in, like, Diamond League, it sort of works. Yeah, I'm just trying my best, either way.
Our SCVs are under attack. Not enough minerals.
So what really works is go for double marine in this matchup.
Not enough minerals.
So I'm not gonna throw down a reactor immediately, I'm gonna make another marine. And you can just watch my stream. Does he not know I'm streaming?
Not enough
always streaming.
energy.
Okay. So we still want to focus on the basics, you know?
Add-on complete.
So what are the basics in
Command
this
center
matchup?
upgrade complete.
What is what you should really focus on if you want to get better at TVP? So here's one thing. It's scouting. So I'm gonna send in a Reaper or a Hellion. And we just want to get scouting. So this is what we see, right? I'm just gonna like sacrifice my it doesn't matter. This is all we need. I can just lose it. I'm not gonna micro it. I'm not playing in GSL finals. We're not gonna micro it. This is all I want to see. Twilight. So what do we do with this information? Well, make SCVs don't get supply block. But there's certain things you want to do. The first thing is the Withermine drop. So we are setting up a Withermine drop. Second thing is we're going triple CC. There's something I usually don't play myself. But we're doing it here. So we're doing a 1-1-1 build. And then we're just going triple CC. We continuously make Marines out of the barracks, and we continuously make tanks and one Raven out of the starport. And then the third as soon as we have the money.
Complete. Not
And that is
enough
our
minerals.
setup.
Not enough minerals.
Then we send a medevac on the map, and we hide the Reaper on the map. Because now there's one thing that you need to memorize. Roughly 5 minutes into the game, that's when you should send the Reaper. So roughly in 10 seconds from now, first of all, the medevac doesn't go in, we just put it here with hold position. We siege the tank behind the mineral in the natural, we add 2 more barracks. This is all part of the build order. 2 more barracks, double eBay, 2 gases because we're fully saturating here. 5 minutes, let's send the Reaper in. So what is the Reaper going to scout? Oh, the tank needs to be like behind the mineral so it doesn't like it just scouts the third. So now we see that my opponent, he takes a third base.
Additional supply depots required.
With this build that I'm using, by the way, I go up to 3 siege tanks. And once again, I'm just sending in the Reaper for information. After 2 more barracks, I go for 5 barracks. This is always the setup. 1 barracks into 3 into 5. That's always the case. There's no exception.
Not enough.
And now we send the Raven and shift click it in the natural dead airspace. So 1 medevac in this dead airspace, 1 Raven in this dead airspace. And I'm also gonna make a turret in case it's like random DTs showing up. And you know, 1 more turret in the main base for good measure. So in this case, scouting is key. Double tech lab, by the way, then reactor on this thing. So scouting is key. Now I do F2, I select my units. I deselect the medevac and the Raven because I just want to have them here. So what I do now is I send in the Raven and I just boop boop and click it back. I don't pay attention and I send in the medevac at the same time. This is now the multi-prong. Drop the Wither Mines and just target the probes.
Additional
Send the
supply
medevac back home and macro. Macro, macro, macro. SCV production. Don't pay attention to what's going on the other side. That's the technique you just do. You don't need to micro, you just have to do it. Because then it buys you time to go out on the map and take your own expansion. So that just gave us time. so that my opponent didn't have like any freedom to be on the map and pressure me. And now what I'm doing next is, once again, sensor tower, bunker, rally point over here, turrets in the main, like 3. And once again, we got ourselves a defense. The medevac even survived. So this is what we want. We want to have the sensor tower here, the bunker here, the rally point in the natural, the turrets in the main. This is our setup that we dream of. Another way to like do the setup is like siege the tanks in defensive positions. So one tank behind the minerals here in the command center. Like I always put it in the here, like click it here, shift click it here, and then siege it like this. One tank on the high ground for the 3rd, and one tank behind the minerals here. Some depots over here, like 4 is enough. You don't want to make like 20 there. So 4 is more than enough. Marines in the bunker. And a 4th base. So now what do we do next? Well, the Raven you can sacrifice. The Raven is not important anymore. If you can every now and then like drop an auto turret and shift click it here, it's good. But now what we do is we have our setup. So we can even go for like more barracks, 8 barracks, 5 to 8. Ghost Academy, 2 upgrades, air weapons, TVP is air weapons. And now we just make Marine Marauder Woodermine. And what we do is we leave the units behind. Like the tanks just stay here. And this is, once again, the army on the map. So we set a rally point right here. We take our bio, and now we just go on the map. And we do stuff. So we see what happens. And at the same time, we just macro. We have more than enough SCVs. 75 is more than enough. We're expanding. We don't need to make more SCVs. We just make bio. If he makes Colossus, by the way, it's good to already have a second starport. Because if he makes Colossus, you need Viking production. I already have like 7 medevacs. So maybe I should just get some Vikings. And maybe some ghosts against the Colossus. So now we just use scans. And we attack the 4th base. So here we are. We just go for it. Go, go, go. And now we just micro this army. This army alone. We just micro it as much as we can. You could pick up. I'm just gonna take the fight, like take out the Nexus. And just micro this army as much as I can. And I just macro in the background. Like expand, of course, and stuff like that. Make some Vikings is always... Some Vikings for the War Prison as well can be good. But he doesn't have Colossus, so you don't really need to think about that. So we just make Marine Marauder Woodermine. We just micro this army here. And in this case, this army is more than enough to handle him. We can expand at the same time. We're once again going for a mobile army, so I don't really have any tech. And now this army is clear. So now we go back to the rally point, and we have another army. And now we do the same thing with this army. Same thing. And then we just macro at the same time. Macro, macro, macro. 3-3, upgrades, expansion. I don't take the gas because I'm focusing on the mid-game composition. So I'm staying on the low SCV count and I'm just making mass bio and multitask. This is the mass bio aggressive multitask style. So once again, we're micromanaging this army while macroing at the same time. And this is the only units we're gonna control. What happens in the background doesn't matter. We have a sensor tower, we have turrets, we're safe. We have a rally point here, we have turrets in the main. He's not gonna be able to harass us. We can fully just pay attention to our army over here and just go with it. Like this doesn't matter, we just send the workers away. Scan, maybe, repair the PF. Even if we lose that planetary, it's not that important. The PF should be able to defend itself. And if it doesn't, you can even make like some like Liberators that are gonna help with the defense, you know? I could make a Liberator and even siege it up there. Yeah. But that's the idea I would always try and get across. Obviously, I'm playing at low level, so for me, it's like, this is like a Smurf game, but yeah. There's no in-game sound? Was there still no in-game sound? There was in-game sound, right? It's just an old comment. All good, perfect. Unfortunately, I think I have to call it here because my team is away. We're doing a small show here, like for the people that are here. So I think I have to, unfortunately, like call it. In 20 minutes, we're doing like an Q&A with the people here and some other player that is here. So it was an early stream and a rather small one, but I think it went pretty well, right? I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you liked the educational content today. Maybe you could learn something. Obviously, always take it with like a grain of salt because I'm like smurfing. So like the last game was obviously an easy show off for me. So like it isn't as easy like that, but the idea I think you can still kind of like get behind. That's kind of what I want to get across, you know. Just want to get the idea out there, like how I would approach it. Obviously, if you try it, it's probably, unless you're a Clem, not gonna work out as well for you. Yeah, Waddy is online. Let's get the raid to Waddy going here on the Twitch. I'll be probably not back tomorrow. Tomorrow I want to run like 30 kilometers, I think. And I also have to go back from Hamburg to Cologne, which takes like 4 hours. So tomorrow I think I'm not going to be able to stream.
Utilize it well.
It will simply be too late for me. But I think Waddy is going to be online tomorrow as well, right? Like there's some tournament going on. He's hosting a tournament. There's the playoffs tomorrow. In the playoffs, there's already Clem, Gummio, and Bian probably. So yeah, that looks good. Let's set up the raid to Waddy, and I'll catch you guys again on tomorrow or Monday. I'm not sure. Maybe I stream on Monday because I don't stream tomorrow. I don't know yet. I'll be back though. I'll be back. Have a good one. See you.